Hello and happy Thanksgiving if you're watching this on the day of. I hope you're having a really great day. We're going to be continuing on with my planner setups for 2024. So if you're interested in any of the other setups I have done, I will leave a playlist in the description. I also do want to preface this with I will have timestamps down below for different sections of the video if you're only interested in certain sections of this book. And this book is the 𝗦𝘃𝗃 Hobonichi HON in the Liberty Fabrics Emma and Georgina colorway. I think it's stunning. It has this gorgeous gold foiling. I like that the HON has the year on the spine and that it is basically the same as the regular 𝗦𝘃𝗃. It's just a more firm cover. I will say this one is pretty flexible still, so it's not going to be super hard cover. And I am going to be putting a clear cover on this bad boy because I do plan on using this as my art and ink / hobbies kind of journal. So I'll walk you through each section as I go, but that's mainly the intention I have here for this book. Just for supplies, I have lots of random bits that I thought would go really well with this. So I'm going to play around with what I have and see how I feel as we go. So let's just get straight into this. So this is the clear cover. I'm going to leave this in its package until we're done because I mean my desk is going to be what it's going to be and I don't need to put it in the clear cover until I have exactly what I want done inside of it done. So opening it up, we have the clear board here too, which I'm not going to use honestly. I have no intentions of needing a pencil board for this. But the very first thing I'm going to do is rip out the bookmarks. And that's probably going to hurt some people, but I cannot stand these. I don't use them. If you just grip them really close to the spine like this, and honestly, if you have the spine open, like pull both covers out flat, and you just pull straight up, wiggle a little bit, and then come straight out. So as you can see, it's just glued. So you can cut them if you want. I just prefer to pull them straight out. It doesn't do anything to the binding. It's just, I don't use these. So I just toss them away. Okay, so I really wanted to use this 𝗏𝗏 coloring card thing that she sent with as a freebie with one of her previous sales in the front. And I think I'm going to do it here. But it's kind of long, so I'm gonna get some scissors and I'm gonna trim the bottom. And I'm not gonna be super, I guess, type A about this. Like if it's a little crooked, it's okay. I'm not gonna be that mad. But I just wanted to fit more within the little paper. Yeah, that's like almost perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to take my tape runner and I'm just going to tape it down. Am I out of tape? No. Okay, let me grab, I just need something hard to push on to make sure it all adhered down. Okay, so there's that. And then on this page, I want to do a 2024 number. So this is the Rainbow 2024 from my shop. This is a misfit. I had to hand cut this one, so that's why it's shiny. But I don't offer them in the shiny, but I do offer them in the matte. For some reason, the shiny just didn't work out for these. So I also want to use this 𝗏𝗏 affirmation sticker because it says I'm creative, and since this is more of like an art journal, I felt that was really appropriate. But I kind of want to like tie it in with some washi, and so I picked this washi because it's kind of rainbowy but also floral, so I felt like it would match the Liberty Fabrics. It's really pretty, honestly. This is from London Gifties. I don't know which one this is. It was probably one of the seconds bunch that she had. But I think I'm going to just tear off a piece. And we're gonna do a little bit of layering. I'm just gonna stick this down. Yeah. And then I want to use another washi to kind of like counter it. Okay, I think I want to use this stripey washi. I have two. Which one do I like more? I think I like the pink one more. But I want to put this underneath because I like this washi better and I want it to be on top. So I'm going to try to peel this up and not rip the paper. Since it's the hopefully since it's the first page, the thicker cardstock paper. Oh, yes. Beautiful. One thing I love about washi is that it's peelable. Yeah, I think these colors will go better with the like the pinks I have in my 2024 and the pinks in the other sticker. So all I'm doing is just gonna layer this pretty florally rainbowy washi on top of the zigzag washi. And I want them to be a little bit more off center than that. That is not straight. This is what I get for peeling it up now. It's not going to go down the right way. No! Bear with me, please. Alright, I think that's good enough. And then I'm going to just stick the sticker down, okay? We're just going to stick the sticker down. Okay. Okay, and then this is kind of crinkled up here, so I'm going to lift this up and cut this off. I don't like the way that looks. So I'm just going to lift it a little bit, like so. And then instead of cutting it, since the other edges are torn, I'm going to try to tear it. Dang it. Okay, I think that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to do for the front pages now. Probably throughout the year, my guess is I'll come back in and color this. But I really just wanted it to be kind of like a fun opening spread. And then for this page here, this is like the awkward flyleaf page. So it's stuck to this. I wanted to use some PET tape clippings from London Gifties. These are just the ones that I picked. I don't know if I'm going to use all four, but I also wanted to kind of like put in this really gorgeous washi tape shop PET tape. This is the Rose Noir. It is stunning. Stunning, guys. Stunning. They have this in the washi too. I got it as well because I love the black roses. I think the black roses are gorgeous. And it has gold foiling. They have an option for a non-foiled one, I believe, but I wanted the foiling. So I think I'm going to just cut off this first little strip here. And shameless plug, if you want 10% off from the washi tape shop, you can use code Danielle10, or you can follow whatever sale they're having, and just if you would like to support my channel, you can click on my link in the description and I should still receive the commission since you clicked my link. But they do have really good sales, and I believe for Black Friday they have a 20% off sale. So definitely check that out if you're wanting some washi tape shop tapes. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut these out individually, just kind of section them off a little bit easier so they're easier to work with in terms of chunkiness. And that's almost the perfect height, actually. So let me cut all of these out into a little bit more of a die cut versus a square, and I will be back in a minute. Okay, so I only cut out one of the black Rose Noir because I'm going to cut this in half. And And I think that will work out nicely for like kind of putting these on both pages. Or I may leave this page blank. Okay, regardless, I'm sticking this down first. So all I did was I cut this out with the scissors. And this is probably going to scare a lot of people, but I'm going to cut the whole thing in half, all right? It is okay to cut things in half. I promise you, it is a sticker. It will be just fine. Cut it in half. You'll be all right. And you honestly may be really happy with the finished product. So, just saying. Because I want to do this. And then I'm thinking, let me see if I can set this on top. Weigh that down. And then I'm thinking I'll do like the, well, maybe I will do it like this. Or like so. So then it doesn't crease the middle of it. And I definitely want the inky one to be on top and covering that. No, I like it better like this. And then I think I will go ahead and do that. But I want to line it up kind of like where it was actually cut. And that way I can add to this side throughout the year if I want. Okay, yeah, we're doing that. So let me lay this down. See which one's longer. Okay, this one's the longer one. And again, if you don't remember my lesson on PET tape, you put your finger on the edge and you roll and it comes straight off. Okay, and since I am doing this as like decorative, I am going to lay this on my arm to kind of like get rid of some of the stickiness a little bit, just in case I have to pull it up slightly since I'm doing this on camera and I know it's going to be a lesson if if I didn't do that. Okay. I don't want it to be exactly on the inside, but I do want it to be really close. Okay. Okay, so now let's do the other side. And again, I'm going to stick this on my arm to de-sticky it a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to flip this way, and I'm going to do my best to line up the flowers. And if I have to trim it, I will trim it. Okay. Yay, and I do have to trim the tiniest of tinies down here on the bottom for both of them. And honestly, the way I like to do this the best, because I'm afraid of cutting the paper, is just lift it up and cut it, honestly. And that's also why I kind of de-stickied it a little bit. Okay, so now I want to do this side. I want the drippies going down. I love the watercolor palette. These are from the Dark Academia collection from London Gifties. Honestly, a fabulous collection in my opinion. I think I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to cut out these little extra bits to fill in the space because I have a few of these. So that way there's not so much white space on the page. Not that white space is bad. I'm trying to learn my lessons with this. But if I can kind of position it to where it looks more put together. I think I'm going to do something like that. Yeah. So let me stick these down first. And if you ever have a PET tape that's struggling, pick a different side. And then sometimes it comes up. Sometimes it just gets really stuck on the one side that you cut it on. Okay, I really like that. So I'm going to add in these little bits. And then I don't think I'm going to use this one at all. I mean, I could put it just over here by itself, but that'll look kind of funky. So I'm going to put this stuff to the side. And while I'm doing this, since I'm kind of I'm trying to make this as normal as possible for like how I would actually set up my planner. Because I'm a person that kind of like goes with the flow when I'm setting things up, and I kind of piece it together as I go, which is kind of scary for some people, I'm sure. But that's just how I'm gonna play it out here. And I'm actually going to hand letter art journal on this side because I want to have like a little header page. But I need something stiff to write on again, so I'm just going to put this underneath, and we're going to kind of pencil out a section here. And the pencil is just because this is something that I'm going to have to look at every single day. So I think I want to do like full text and then cursive. Yeah, I think I like that. But I might bring it down a little bit. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so I'm going to take my hard-tipped Tombow Food no Suke to do this. And then I'm going to take my hard-tip Tombow Food no Suke and just draw some little like twinkles. So basically diamonds, dots, and crosses. I've been obsessed with doing this for a while. You'll probably know if you have followed my channel how much I really enjoy the twinkle doodles. And I'm going to add a few to this side too, so that way it kind of like matches a little bit. Okay, and I think I'm going to stop there for this front pages. I will come back later and erase the pencil, but for now I'm going to leave it. So moving on into the actual planner pages, this is the year at a glance page. I don't have plans for this to use it, honestly. I don't know what I would use it for in an art journal other than maybe to like track a day that I did art, but since I'm planning to do this pretty regularly, I don't think that would be necessary. I have thought of making this as like a little hobbies page and like putting a different colored dot of every time like I play a certain video game, like if I play Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley, or if I play a board game or something like that. But for now, I'm going to leave this blank. And then moving on into the Calendex pages or the index pages, I still haven't really decided what I want to do with this yet. If I want to do an actual index of the daily pages or if I want to do it as like ink family swatches where I just highlight different ink families with different pens. Yeah, I'm going to leave this blank for now too, but those are the two ideas that I have come up with. Moving on into the monthly pages, I plan on using this to swatch out all of my ink families. So starting with the Diamine Purple Ink event, which I'm so excited to open this up with you guys. I have left it in a drawer untouched, so I'm excited to actually get to swatch it here pretty soon. So it's going to be very exciting. Anyways, Then I'm going to, yeah, continue on into the ink color families for all of the months, all the way through the extra months in here. So it goes all the way to March 2025, which is exciting. And then we move on into the turning the page here. So this page I wanted to use as like my fountain pen inventory. So I want to have a page for the beginning of the year. So this would probably be like end of 2023 inventory, and this will be end of 2024 inventory. So the question I have for myself is, do I want to put a little sticker like this on each side? I feel like this one's really big. I may just use this. The other option I have is I can cut this one in half, like cut the emoji in half and stick it in the middle, but I don't think I want to do that. But I could always do a Coffee Monsters coat, and then I also have this chubby little guy who's really big, actually. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay, I think I'm going to, actually, hold on, let me see what else I have. So I also have these, which are seals from the Coffee Monsters Co. And I may do this instead. Okay, so I think I'm going to just go ahead and letter fountain pen inventory, because I know that's what I want to use this for. And we got kind of cut off there, but I think it's okay. I don't mind. Because when I open it like this, you can't really tell. Okay, so then I'm going to take one of these seals. I'm going to take the fountain pen one, of course. And I'm just going to stick it like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the smaller, or not the smaller, the hard tip 𝗦𝘂𝗽𝗏, and I'm going to do beginning of 2024 on this side, and then I'm going to do the end of 2024 on this other side. And the only reason I want to do this is because I have a feeling that I am going to be limiting my fountain pen purchasing stuff for 2024, because I really want to use my stash and use it well and make sure I love everything that I have before I add any new additions. But I am going to say that I can't not buy a fountain pen if I really want to buy it. I made an error. I freaking spelled beginning wrong. I kind of want to just cover it up with a sticker, honestly, or washi tape maybe. Let me see if I have any really thin, dark washi tape. Okay, so I have this. I think this would be thin enough. Okay, let me stick this down. We're gonna get creative here for a second, guys. Okay, and then I'm going to take this little star washi and kind of layer it so it looks intentional versus like I'm covering things up. I know it's gold foiling and this is silver, but I think it's okay. And I'm just going to make them cattywonker. Okay, and then we're going to spell beginning correctly on this side. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Okay, we're going to leave it like that. I'm not going to fill this out yet because I have to take inventory of all the pens that I have. That's kind of embarrassing. I'll fill this out and I'll show you guys when I finish it. Okay, so moving on into the section, I think I'm just going to do tabs for now. So I know that I want to do my currently inked kind of swatches on the like monthly header page, and then each day I will likely do some kind of artwork or journaling or something, maybe log if I played a game that day. The daily pages are really just going to be more of like notebook pages for me, but I'm going to try to follow the dates because I kind of want to challenge myself to do a little bit of artwork every single day. And this is not going to be any pressure on myself because I know that can be very unrealistic and certain like times of the year for me, 100%. In which case I'm totally okay with, I will cover this up and I will write whatever date I actually did the artwork on the page. But I want this to be a collective journal of everything that I did in the year. So I'm going to go ahead and do the tabs. So the tabs that I'm going to be using are actually from my shop. These are the pastel flower tabs. And I was really tempted to use the other ones that I have, but I felt like these would look so cute because the little flowers with the HON cover flowers. So we're going to stick with it. And then I'm going to start with the, I think I'm just going to start at the top with January and then go down. But I'm not going to fold them all over yet. I'm going to leave them open because I want to make sure I space them the way I want them to be spaced. Tabs can be super stressful, so go slow at this if you're wanting to use tabs. But I also have the monthly tab that I want to do too. Okay, let me do monthly first. And that way I can just start off on a good note. Okay, and then we're going to move into January. Okay, and then I'm going to do February. I'm probably not going to talk a lot during this, so I'm just going to put some music over and I will talk to you guys in a minute once I get all of these kind of laid down. Okay, so at this point I have realized I'm not going to have enough space to have them all lined up side by side like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down December last. So this is why I didn't fold them over, because I wanted to make sure I had them all evenly spaced. So I'm going to put down December as the last little portion here, and then I'm going to slowly kind of inch them up as I go. This is also a good reason why you should kind of rub the sticker on your hand first if you want to make sure that you can kind of reposition them if you want to. So yeah, I'm actually gonna put the notes tab down first because that is the most bottom tab that I want. Okay. Because I don't want it to be totally on the edge, like the corner, but I still want to be able to work with it. Okay, and so what I'm gonna do now is I think I'm gonna go halfway into the next one. I don't even know if I'm going to need to go half, though. Let me play with this a little bit. Oh no. Okay, well, if you ever I made a boo-boo. So if you rip it like this, just hold on to the half and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I think I like this because this is still kind of separated up here and the rest of these are all kind of together. So I'm going to start folding them over, and then when I get to April, the one that I accidentally tore off, I'll show you what I do. Okay, so we are at April, so I don't have a tab to fold over, but I do have the back. So what I'm going to do here is basically flip the book around, line up the tab as best I can with the guidelines on the other side, and match it to the one I have. And I'm going to put my finger behind it because that way I can see what I'm doing. And the other side is not straight. So let me fix that before I stick these together. Okay. So I'm going to stick my finger behind it, like I said, again, to kind of line myself up. And I'm just going to do my best to match them together. Ta-da! So even if you rip one in half, you can save it, I promise. Okay, now that the tabs are on, and even though they're a little smushed at the back, I'm okay with it. I'm going to just move on into the book some more. So I'm not going to do anything for, like I said, the monthly head pages, these ones, and the daily pages just yet. I'm obviously going to use that throughout the year. For the notes pages, I don't know exactly what I want to do. I may use this as like a inventory of all the inks that I get or swap or whatever. I may use this as like more art pages. I'm just going to leave the notes pages totally blank for now. And then in the back of the Hobonichis, there is these specialty pages. So this is the timetable pages. So I'm going to use this as my lettering practice pages. And I basically just want to see if my handwriting changes from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. So I'm going to do hand lettering up here. I need another book. Hold on. It's just really hard to write on the back of the book with the other stuff going on. Okay, so now I'm going to do, I guess I'm going to put 2023 for this one, because technically that's when I'm going to be doing this. I mean, it's 2023 right now, and then I'll do 2024 on this side. And all I'm going to do is write the alphabet in cursive in each square, and I am going to use the hard tip 𝗦𝘂𝗧𝗏 to do this because the boxes are kind of small. So I'm going to start with A. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do for now. I may do like numbers and stuff later, but I just want to have a base of what my hand lettering looks like at the beginning of the year. And then at the end of the year, I'll come back and I'll do it again. And I just want to see if like my handwriting improves, changes, if my letters don't look the same. I decide to change things up someday. I don't know. I want to keep it interesting. So yeah. And then for the graph pages, I plan on using this as like an ink inventory. So I have, as you probably know if you've been watching my channel for a while, I have a lot of ink. So I want to see how my kind of ink stash changes. So this is going to be ink inventory for the end of 2023, and this is going to be the ink inventory for the end of 2024. So I'm not going to deck this page out yet because I need to actually count and see if I can even fit it all on this graph. That sounds terrible. And I don't know if I want to do either a bar graph by color or if I want to do more of like a dot grid of like maybe I started here and through the months I just ended up here. But I think what I want to do is the color bar chart. I haven't figured that one totally out yet, but this is what I'm thinking of doing for sure for the graph pages. Then moving on into the favorites pages. So this in the A6, you get a lot of those pages. So you get 4 pages of favorites. I'm going to use this as 3 favorite inks per month. So every month when I ink up my pens, I'm going to do a swatch here and then the ink and the pen combination. And I'm going to do 3 per month and then I'm going to put the date at the top. So I definitely want to do that because I want to rank my best pens, right? Like I want to rank my best combinations, like if they're really good. Then for the My 100 pages, I plan on doing this as in inks that I purchase. So 100 inks is a lot of ink. I'm going to tell you right now, I have probably 3 times that, and we're not going to judge me today. But if I purchase more inks in 2024, I want to write down how many I get to because I mean, this whole thing is 2024 planner, right? Like I want to track my inks and art and things like that. and I do like to draw a lot with my inks, so I'm just going to put inks that I purchased in 2024 for now. I'm not going to label this out again just in case I decide to change my mind, but for now that is what I'm set on for this section. Moving on into this is like a personal interview thing. This is in Japanese, so I purposely got it in Japanese because I don't want to actually read the Japanese. I want to use this page for what I want, and this is going to be a doodle per month. So I'm going to take the color family that I'm going to be working with for that month and doodle in something for each of these boxes, since there are 12 of them, so 1 per month kind of situation. This page I'm not going to use anything for. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, yeah, so on the gifts page, I want to kind of use this for any ink exchanges or ink gifting that I do. Which, if you're interested, I do have a P.O. box. It's in my description on my About tab on my channel. So if you want to message me about that, just send me an email. We can work out some ink swatches or exchanges. I'm always happy to share my ink collection since I have quite a bit. So yeah, just send me an email and we can work that out. So for the addresses page, I think I want to do it as like a pen pal page because I think 6 people is plenty for pen pals. Which, by the way, if you're interested in becoming a pen pal with me, just send me an email. I will let you know if I have any openings. And then for personal notes, I do kind of want to make this like a personal notes page in case anybody finds this. So I'll probably fill this out, and then the light of day will never see these 2 pages, obviously, because if I have a pen pal's name and address over here, I'm not going to show that on the internet. That is, yeah, I'm not doing that. So these 2 pages probably will never see the light of day, but this is what I'm planning to do with those pages. And then for the back, I kind of want to do a collage of stickers. So let me show you my ink archive. Hold on. So this is my Sterling Ink 520 page notebook, also in the A6 size, which is why I wanted A6 for this, because I felt like they could go together at some point. But this is my ink archive, so I have basically all of the inks I have ever swatched in my collection in the front, and then fountain pen stuff in the back. And so I have been collecting these stickers that I get from Goulet Pens, Atlas Stationers, Pen Chalet. I think Gold Spot Pens is on here too. If I ordered from them and they gave me a free sticker, I've been sticking the stickers in the back. Since I just started this in 2023, these are all 2023 stickers. So I'm thinking if I did the same thing for my HON, the back pages could be kind of like a collection of the vinyl stickers that I get from, you know, various pen and ink companies that I could stick in the back. So I think I'm going to leave this alone for now because I do kind of want to do that. But I am going to stick down one of these TCMC vinyls because I do want to have a fun, I think this one's too big for what I want to do. So I think I'm just going to leave it with the little one. And I am going to put it at the back because I want to put it in the back. And I think I'm just going to put it right above because I don't want to cover up my unique stamp. Yeah, we're doing it. We're sticking the sticker down. I think I'm done for this setup. I am going to stick on the clear cover. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to slip this in. Actually, make sure no eraser dust or anything. And the only reason I'm putting this in a clear cover is because I'm going to be dealing with fountain pen ink and I don't want to stain the outside of the cover by any means. Beautiful. Looks fantastic. All right, so now let's do a quick little flip through of everything that I did. for those of you that just wanted to see the flip through portion of this video. So starting off, I did my little cover page here. This is a Coffee Monsters Co. coloring page, a Coffee Monsters Co. affirmation sticker that says, I am creative. This 2024 rainbow sticker is from my own shop, my Dandelion Diaries, and then I just did a couple of washes in the background to kind of layer it. I really like how this turned out. And I'll probably add some stuff to this over the year just because that's usually what I do. Then we moved on to this page, which I can erase now. Here I did a combination of the washi tape shops, Rose Noir gold gilded PET tape, and then London Gifties Dark Academia PET tape. And then I just hand lettered art journal in here. And I probably will go back in and add to this at some point. Again, just throughout the year, it just depends. Then moving on into the first pages here, the year at a glance. I don't know what I'm going to use this for yet, so I'm leaving it blank, but it will likely be some kind of dot per day if I played a video game, did whatever hobby I wanted to. Maybe I'll color code different hobbies for different days. We'll see what I do here. Moving on into the Calendex pages, I think I am going to just leave this as an index of the back pages of maybe like what I did on those days. For this first section here, since it includes December of 2023, I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. Maybe I'll do, I don't know, ink swatches or something. But yeah, these sections, I'm not super sure yet. I think I'm just going to keep it as like an index though, because that's what I'm thinking. And they correlate with the amount of months in the monthly section. So maybe if like whatever big swatch I do here, I'll do like a writing sample on the line of that ink swatch or of that ink with like a dip pen or something. That's not a bad idea, actually. I may do that. And then I talked about for my monthly pages, I'm going to be doing the ink swatches. So the first one for December of 2023 is going to be the Diamine Purple Ink Vent. I'm so excited. That's coming soon. So if you're interested in swatching an ink per day with me, make sure to subscribe because I'm doing one per day every single day. And then on Christmas, on the 25th, I will have a collection video of all of the inks together and then also a gift for you guys. So just stay tuned for that. We're gonna have so much fun. I'm really excited to bust into the ink vent. I'm growing really impatient. I had to put it in a drawer. So that's all the monthlies, and then the rest of these will be the different ink families that I have, the collections that I have, things like that. Moving on into the turning the page, I'm going to do a fountain pen inventory here. So I'm going to do my end of the year 2023 fountain pen list over here, and then end of the year 2024 fountain pen list over here. So basically I want to see how many pens I either acquire, give away, sell, break, whatever. Yeah, I want to see how my inventory changes throughout the year. And then moving on into the daily pages. So every header page, I'm going to do a currently inked spread. And then for the dailies, I'll either do art, journaling, crafty stuff. Not 100% sure yet, but all of the tabs turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. And then notes pages, I haven't quite decided what I want to do with them yet. I may do these as just like, I don't know, full page art pages, or I may do writing samples, may just actually use them for taking notes on different pens that I have, if I did something to them. Not super sure again on these pages, so we're going to leave them blank. Then we move on into the specialty pages in the back. So the timetable pages I'm using as a hand lettering. This is the 2023 hand lettering that I have from A to Z. And then at the end of 2024, I will come back and do it again and see how my handwriting has changed. For the graph pages, I plan on using this as like an ink inventory. Basically, I don't know if I want to use this as like a bar chart where I have like red, orange, yellow, the rainbow colors, and how many of each ink I have. Maybe I have like way more of some than others, which I know I do because I love writing with green and brown and purple, so I have plenty of those inks. Or if I want to do like a line graph of like, okay, I started with 500 inks and slowly throughout the year we've made it down to like 20 inks or something, which would be an incredible feat if you bring it down that far, but I don't know yet. I'm thinking the color bar because I think that's more what I want to go for. And maybe I'll do colors on one side and then the other side I'll do the tracking. That's an interesting idea. Anyways, the ink inventory tracking will be on these pages. Then we have the favorites spread. So I plan on doing my top 3 inks per month on this spread here. Basically, I want to do a mini swatch, a little handwriting sample, and then the date of when I inked those pens up and how I feel about them, since there's so many of those pages. For the My 100 page, I plan on using this as inks that I purchased in 2024. I don't plan on purchasing 100 inks. I'm just saying if I need more than 20 spaces, that's what I'm going to use it for. I also really want to kind of limit myself. So if I do end up purchasing over 100 inks, I can't have anywhere to put it on this page. So yeah. All this to say is I go through a lot of ink, so I like to see what all I collect and go through. Anyways, moving on into the personal interview page where there's the 12 boxes. I plan on doing a doodle per month in this, like depending on what I want and by color family, what I'm working with that month, etc. And then for these back pages here, I don't plan on doing anything with them. I don't read Japanese, at least not yet, maybe someday. So I don't really know what to do with these other than just have them as informational pages that I want to reference someday way down the line when I probably can read Japanese. Moving on to the gifts pages, this is when I plan to track my ink exchanges or ink gifts. If I send any inks or anything like that, then I can document who it went to, what I sent, where I sent it, if it's anywhere fun and things like that. And then for the addresses and personal notes, I kind of already talked about this in that section, but this will be for any pen pal, PO box information that I need. And then this will actually be personal notes of if anybody finds this planner, please return it back to me because I would like it back, please. And the last thing I did is I just stuck down a Coffee Monsters Co. sticker here that says I heart pens because I do love my pens, and yeah, I wanted to make sure that they were documented all the way to the back. So for the back pages, I may stick down vinyls from different companies. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we're going to leave them blank for now. And yeah, that is it for the A6 Hobonichi HON. It's so cute. I'm so excited for this. This is my first ever planner art journal, so I'm interested to see how this goes. I gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous. All right, I think I'm going to leave the video here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and for joining me today as I set up my art journal. Again, if you watched this on Thanksgiving, I wish you the best. I hope you had a great meal, a warm, nice nap afterwards, because that's usually what happens to me on Thanksgiving is I just take a very long food coma nap after I have eaten too many plates of food. But I definitely enjoyed setting this up with you guys. And if you don't get to spend Thanksgiving with your family, I just want to say that I'm so glad you decided to spend your time with me and that we could set up a journal together, because this is always a fun, happy time for me when I do this kind of stuff. Again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, for joining me today. And if you're interested in any of the other setups, be sure to check out the description. I will have a playlist of all of my 2024 setups there. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.